Hello there, my name is Dane Lemaitre. Welcome to the Box Turtle Collection update. Many thanks for watching. As you see in this video, I've picked up a few more ERTL engines. It's been a little while since I made an ERTL video now, but I've got a few different ones which I shall now show you, and please enjoy. So as you can see here, I've picked up a few more ERTLs and a special playset. I'll talk about the special playset here first of all. So as you can see, it comes with Thomas and Percy, and they've both got sticker faces. It also comes with Annie and Clarabel, but it didn't matter what era Annie and Clarabel were, their faces were always painted onto them. And as you can see, it's got a set there made out of paper, and you don't have to glue it or anything, as it says along the top there. Just press out and fold, no glue or scissors needed, so you can make your own sort of scene, Sodor island scene, a bit like the book that I picked up recently. In that book you probably saw that I made a model of Toby, Toby being one of my favourite characters in the TV series, Thomas the Tank Engine. And if you turn over, have a look on the back of the box, it advertises other ERTLs you can get. So again, you got Thomas and Percy, remote control, Thomas and Percy, or sorry, motorised, sorry. But yeah, you have got remote control in there. You've got Thomas, James and Henry there. You've probably seen it again, I've got that one. And I haven't got these two here, although technically I've already got Percy and Annie and Clarabel, so I have got them even though they're not together in that type of packaging. So I never ever seen this set anywhere before until recently when I brought it, and it is a very nice looking one. Yeah, so and I was quite grateful that I saw it, but as you can see, it is ERTL because at the bottom there it does say ERTL. Like I said, so this is a very rare one, one that I'm very pleased to get my hands on. And as you can see here, I've picked up a few more. So here you can see 4 other characters that I've got. I do actually have these characters already. So first off, start with Stepney. So as you can see, this model of Stepney is absolutely mint. And I do actually like Stepney. I think his model's really good. And his face, not just his face, but the actual model itself looks just like what it did like in the TV series, I think it's fair to say. And when I was younger, my favourite episode was the episode Stepney Gets Lost. And I remember watching that many times around my nan's house on my Rescue on the Railways VHS. Like I said, so that brings back a lot of memories. Like I said, Stepney's always been one of my favourite characters, I think it's fair to say, and I wish we saw more of him. The last time he was actually seen was in the episode Rosie's Funfair Special. But you never know, he might come back again. Who knows? Then you got a nice description card on the back. So yes, nice description card. It says on the back that this model was 1997, which would make it 20 years old this year. Quite spooky to think, but yeah. And I do already have a Stepney in the box. However, as you can see in this photo here, the packaging is slightly different, and I got it for quite a good price with quite a few others at the Elsbarton Steam Rally. And people often ask me, and they say to me, you know, where do you get all your ERTLs and that from? And mainly I get them off eBay, but then also I go to rallies, country fairs, and all sorts of model shops and that, and you can find, say, pretty much anything there. But yeah, that was Stepney. The next one I've got is Lord Harry. And again, I've already got Lord Harry, but this one is the metallic version, and as you can probably just about see, he's metallic at the top there, and his model on here, everything that's purple is metallic. And there's quite a few engines that came out in the metallic range, and I've got most of these already, as you've probably seen in previous videos. and Lord Harry was only in the Railway series. However, other characters from the Railway series have recently come into the TV series, so who knows, maybe Lord Harry will appear again one day. I really don't know. He was later on called Patrick, as you probably know. And Patrick's also the name of a cement mixer in Thomas the Tank Engine. And it even mentions how his name was changed to Patrick. It says this one was made in 1999, so about 18 years ago. But I think that's when all the metallics roughly came out. So yeah, this is to my knowledge, a very, very rare one. You know, I never saw this one before, apart from obviously photos on the internet. And even when they were out, I don't actually remember seeing these or this particular one in shops either. So I don't know, maybe it was only a US exclusive or something and not available in the UK. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very pleased to have this one at last. I had been looking out for it for a while because I'd seen it in someone else's video on YouTube, and obviously as I've got the other metallics, I thought it'd be nice to have this one as well. They also do James and Henry with Thomas, but again I've not seen that one around as of yet. So just keep looking really. And so the next one to move on to is Derek the Diesel. And Derek was only in one episode of the TV series. However, he also made a cameo in Calling All Engines. And again, I've already got Derek in the box, but that style of box is different to this one. It's in the old blue one, whereas this one's in the really old one. I really like this style of packaging. I like the illustration. And you probably can't see it as well as I can. But he has a British Railways logo just there, but that actually says Thomas Tank. It doesn't say British Railways, it says Thomas Tank there, but you probably can't see it because of how small it is. And even on this camera I can't zoom in and show you it really. But if you look carefully, if you do have this model, you'll see that. And again, if you look on the back, it shows you all the different ones you can buy. Nice description card. It says this one was made in 1999. Just there at the bottom. And Derek is one of my favourite diesels, I think it's fair to say. He's not the only diesel I like. I also like Rusty, Daisy, BoCo, and although he's not in the ERTL range, another diesel I quite like is Sydney, one of the new ones. Like I said, he was never in the ERTL range. He's one of the newer diesels to Thomas the Tank Engine. And this was discontinued a long time before he came around. The last one I've got here is George. And again, I do already have George in the box. However, that George looked different because, as you can see here, the illustration there looks like what George looks like in the TV series. Whereas the other George that I've got, the illustration at the top looks more like what he looked like in the Railway series. Which is fine. But yeah, I saw this one and I thought it'd be nice to get George in a different style of box and that. And I think this, from what I remember, this one was a bit more rare, to be honest, because although the other George was, I said, the Railway series, that one I'd seen around quite a lot, whereas this one I hadn't seen around so much. So I decided to get it. George isn't the only steamroller. There's another steamroller called Buster, who's a lot more friendly than what George is. But yeah, this is George. And on the back, something I never noticed before is it says it has a description on the back, but in 2 different languages. Then it says the names of all the characters there in a slightly different list. And it says this one was made in 1996. So yeah, that's George. So yeah, these are all the new ERTLs I've got for the time being. I'm still on the lookout. I mean, you've probably seen from most of my other videos that I've got most of them already, both in the boxes and out of the boxes. I also picked up an ERTL poster recently as well. And again, I got that poster and then the set that I showed you a few minutes ago from Toothley Thomas, the Stock All Things Thomas. But yeah, that's everything for the time being. Thank you very much for watching this video, and goodbye.